Right. Chelsea. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning. Good morning, Jeff. Morning, Guy. James. Scrags. Hope all is well. Hope all is good. Ginger Balls. Mr. Kongboy. Chris McCartney. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh. Mike and MBE, good morning, brother. Morning, Quasimodo. I know this tank's been calling me Quasimodo. He's got a fucking cheek, hasn't he? Wonder what he looks like under that mask. Big ugly thing. He's funny though, isn't he? I'll give him that. One or two people have been sending me his videos. He's fucking funny. Get washing machine on. No. Let me get the washing machine on. Another Beggy Eggy impression. Asking for funding money. Oh God. Meal plan doesn't look like much to eat though. Okay. No, it's a lot. There's like 300 or 400 calories in each meal. I eat 4 meals a day plus breakfast. So yeah, I'm getting enough calories, mate. I'm getting enough food in me. Yeah, Tank is hilarious, to be fair. He's off his head. He is. He is. Still won't show his face, or will he? Never show his face. Is he ginger? Well, it wouldn't surprise me because he's Irish, isn't he? And if the ginger gene flies through the Irish stuff, doesn't it? What's crack with Dexter as well since he has the teeth done? I don't have a clue, mate. I don't know what's going on with him, mate. I guess send clips with him and all. I was getting messages last night saying that he was fucking dead. No, I'm going to get listen, I was getting some freaky messages last night on my new Instagram. Some real freaky messages. But we've made your wife's breakfast. Yeah, I've done a full English in bed this morning. I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm doing all right. Yes, Rob B. Good morning, mate. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, I've been saying to you that my YouTube's not monetized. Well, it is now. I've monetized it. You know, I demonetized my YouTube about 10, 11 months ago. You know, because I come off it because, you know, I'm not afraid to admit that it was getting the better of me. You know, the people who were saying nasty stuff and fucking tagging me, I couldn't take it no longer. It was just, you know, I wouldn't say it was a moment of weakness, but I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't. Truthfully, Decker saying that like I couldn't handle what he's going through. I'm fucking damn right I couldn't. 100%. I would just come off YouTube if I was getting it as bad as him. I would just come off YouTube. Like I would just come off YouTube. Like it's pointless. Like fucking putting yourself through all that. It's not worth no money. Listen, when my YouTube was monetized, I was doing fucking 1,000 quid a month. I was doing 1,500 quid a month. You know what I mean? I was doing all right, but it's not worth it. It's not worth your piece. It's not worth your fucking. You know, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. You know, but I've come back. I've got decent recovery. I've got a strong foundation of fellowship and a strong foundation of God, where I think as long as I work a program around all this stuff, you know, people saying stuff and, you know, getting targeted and all that shit, I'm sure everything will be perfect. You know, I'll be able to take it on the chin. It is what it is. You know, I want to give a big shout out to a guy. I don't want to mention no names, but we got into a heated discussion. You know, and this guy, with us arguing in the comments. No, I don't argue with people who if anyone decides to target me, you know, in DMs, 9 times out of 10, it's false accounts, no face accounts, fake accounts that are messaging me. You know, this one guy messaged me. Obviously, he was upset. You know, he said I'd letting people down, you know, because of the way I was reacting to, you know, to a certain person. Which I get that, because I've always come on social media saying I'm not. I've always come on social media saying I'll never go back and forth with people. You know, I'm a firm believer that actions speak louder than words. If someone's truly got beef with you and truly wants to sort it out, they won't block you on WhatsApp, even though they've got your number. They won't block you on WhatsApp. They won't block you on Instagram. They won't block you anywhere. What they'll do is they'll get on you and say, right, I've got issues with you. We need to meet, and that's how it works. You know, so that's why I thought I'll never go back and forth with certain people. I'll never go back and forth with anyone on social media. If that's what I always thought, you know. But I was backed into a corner and I was left with no choice. You know, yeah, we all have a choice. I know I didn't really need to get involved in it, but I thought, fuck it, I will. And the reason why I did it was because I just wanted to shut him up. You know, I was getting sick of him mentioning my name. You know, everyone comes, a few people, the small minority of people are coming on and calling me a bully. He mentioned my name over 10 to 15 times on videos before I even replied. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, this guy messaged me. We got into a bit of a heated discussion. And he wasn't no troll because he was messaging me off his private Instagram. You know, I could see his name. I could, you know, I looked on his profile. I could see what he was about. I could see him. And anyway, I just thought, you know what? I'm going to explain myself to this guy. I'm going to try and speak to him. You know, he was telling me he used to be a fan and he's not now because of this and that and the way I've reacted and blah, 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 blah. So then what I did was I explained myself, I explained my situation and says, look, like it might be a moment of weakness for me to get involved in that shit, but I don't regret it. I'll do it again if I have to. You know, at the end of the day, I don't want to go back and forth with any fucker. I'd much rather meet him and fight him. You know, I tried to explain this to him and says, look, you know, this is how I've reacted and this is all I can do is, you know, explain myself and see where we go with it. So I did. And this doesn't happen too often, but this guy ended up apologising. This guy ended up apologising, and you know, I apologised to him. He apologised to me. Then I apologised to him. I accepted his apology. You know, and then we end up in a more positive frame, mind, a positive way of thinking, and we end up probably be friends now. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, wow, you know, so I do understand that people have tuned into my channel and you know and watched me for more positive shit and you know carrying a message of recovery and mental health and all that stuff and you know. Yeah, people are saying I shouldn't be able to talk about mental health because of my actions and the way I've been. Well, that's bullshit, isn't it, really? Because at the end of the day, this man's been targeting me since the Robbie fight. He's been targeting me since the Robbie fight. He was calling me a cheat, calling me a liar, you know, saying he wanted to fight me, saying he's not scared of me. And then as soon as I make a video back, I'm a bully. He starts calling me a bully. It just doesn't make sense, does it? Do you know what I mean? Like, and then when I did say I'm going to turn up at Carlisle, he started threatening to kneecap me. But anyway, so big shout out to the guy who messaged me last night, the guy who I had a discussion with. Yeah, I appreciate your apology, and you if you watch this, mate, yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Sit on the right path because of people like you, Paul. That's a fact. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, mate. Listen, at the end of the day, the reasons why I choose to come on social media in the first place after the James English podcast was because I wanted to spread awareness, you know, of the shit that I suffer with, the shit that I struggle with. You know, I wanted to come on and talk about my shit, you know, and hopefully there's that one person out there that needs to hear it and there's that one person there that can relate to it. That's why I always say, go over to my Instagram, drop me a message. If anyone wants to know how to get clean, how to stay clean, you know, and how to deal with mental health on a daily basis, just drop me a message on Instagram, and we can talk. You know, I'll always do my best to get back to you. Might take me a few days, it might take me a week, you know, who knows, because I do get a lot of messages on there. Even this new Instagram that I've got, you know, proper appreciate the support, and I've had hundreds of messages already, which I need to go through. So, and the reason why I do this is because it keeps me sane. It keeps me right. You know, we only keep what we have by giving it away. Fact. Come on, GLT. Darren. Always replies. There you go, mate. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that, Darren. So positively else one person's jobs are good. Exactly, mate. Christians not allowed to defend themselves. That's it. Listen, I didn't become a Christian. I didn't get into fellowship to be a div or a pushover. You know, I still, and I'm only human as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like I still get angry. I still get sad. I still get down. You know, not every day is like a bed of roses. Do you know what I mean? I still have the tendencies to react like a normal person. You know, or not like not like a normal person. In fact, you know, I probably in bed recovering from a hernia up. Oh well, my lassie just had that. My lassie just had a hernia operation. She was in hospital for fucking 8 days, man. A couple of complications went fucking horribly wrong, and yeah, it was horrible. His face helps like you would. Yes. It's killing me being off work. Yeah, I'll be in the gym in the next hour or two. Putting that work in. Top mate, you don't need to explain yourself. Nah, but sometimes I do need to explain myself. You know, like look, I go through all the comments. I do read them all. I like them and I read them all. I don't reply to them all. You know, there's the odd comment where I feel that sometimes, you know, tell you what, I'm going to explain myself to you and tell you exactly why, you know, I think your comment's right or wrong. You know, it depends on which one catches my eye. They all catch my eye. I read them all. You know, I do read them all, and I appreciate every single comment that I get. That being said, sometimes I just think, do you know what? When people are saying it, positive or negative, sometimes that comment can stick out to me, and I feel a need to, you know, to reply to it. Big Nuts, good morning. Bare Knuckle Street Fighters, I'm going to snap rock your huge chin. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. You can't fight sleep. Let's just have it that way. Let's just have it. You don't want to fight. You're too scared. Hence the reason why. Oh, that's Decker, that, isn't it? Just realised. Is that Decker? Is that his real account? I can't believe that a GoFundMe has another 400 people on. You're gonna do shit. Of course he's not. Of course he's not. Listen, he's on fucking YouTube talking all crazy and all mad now, saying people need husband rules and fucking, you know, he's coming for him, he's doorstepping people, he's putting axes in the back of my head and he's gonna kneecap me. That's a man who's frightened. That is a man who does not want to fight. That's a man who's very, very scared. You know, listen, I don't think he's coming back to the UK anytime soon. And listen, go over to my Instagram, drop me a message. I'll put you in contact with Macro Based Diner and use my discount code, which is Paul Venice 10. Macro Based Diner. Yeah, easy. Osmond rule. Paul, how old are you? I'm 37, mate. I'm 37. He's coming back to. He's not coming back. Nah, I don't think he's coming back. Morning, Ash. Paul, you know what you can do, mate. Chill. He was on about moving there as soon as you said you'd knock on his door. He's not coming back. He's too frightened. He is too frightened. Decker will hammer me. How? Unless he's got a fucking hammer on him, the only way he's going to hammer me. Even still, I still think I'd beat him up with it, even if he had a weapon. I still think I'd beat him up. What's the crack with the stairs, Chill? I don't know, mate. I don't get involved in it, mate. Hence the reason why I made the video. I don't get involved in it. Decker can't fight. You know that, Scrags. Why does it come across that you are genuine and only human? And I think people can relate to that. Thank you, John Douglas. I appreciate that, mate. Decker's getting nicked and spending 5 years in Cambodia jail. Oh, sorry, mate. I didn't see your question, Ben. Sometimes when I'm waffling on, I don't get to the part two, James, possibly even Sean Atwood. Nah, I think I've said all I need to say on podcasts now. I don't need to go. Don't get me wrong, I've got a lot of time for James English. So if he ever wanted me back on, I would never say no to the man. I would never say no to the man. You know, he's a friend. I still speak to him now. You know, he takes the time to drop us a message. He takes the time to reach out. You know, he follows my stuff. He's seen me struggling. He's reached out, and he's been one of the first people. He's been one of the first people to message me and saying, "Are you okay?" Do you know what I mean? I think, what a guy. Stick around at you with a hammer. What would you do? What do you think? I'd chop him in half. I'd leg kick him. Pop, pop, pop straight away. 2 or 3 leg kicks straight there. He wouldn't be able to move. Be fucked. If this was an all-out fight and he ran at me with any type of weapon, I've got my legs. I'd fucking roundhouse his head clean off. But that being said, listen, I said this yesterday on a video I was the day before, that I see this for what it is now. You know, my anger and all that stuff's gone now. You know, I just think it's all fun and games. Like, I've said what I needed to say. You know, at the end of the day, he did reach out to me. He did message me, and he did say, "I'm home in 4 or 5 days, and we can fight." Sound, not a problem. That's exactly what I put. Sound. You know. And then he hasn't messaged me back. I've messaged a couple of times saying, when he coming home, and he hasn't got back to me. So yeah. YouTube fighter. Well, that's wrong, isn't it? Gary Fairby knocked him out. Gary Fairby stopped him. Danny Christie stopped him. He quit. I was there. I was in the middle of the fight. He quit. So, fair dues. It might be hard to knock out me, but a shin to the dome, mate. He's going out. Simple. He's never been down. Are you for real? He's a big sausage, man. I've seen someone drive a car, Paul, and he didn't budge. He sat in the church. Why get that, Paul does? See, this is the thing as well. When I tried to explain myself, like, he had no reason to come at me. You know, if anything, I saved him from that fucking Robbie fight. I saved him. Robbie was fucking. People can say that, oh, it was a robbery. I cheated him. Listen, Decker says to him, "Do you want to get up?" "I want to get up." So Robbie went, "Yes." He never tapped. I was fucking there. So Decker wanted to get up because Robbie had him. Robbie was on his back, but he had him. I'm telling you, Robbie was looking for an armbar. He was looking for something, and he was going to fucking get him. So when that fight, I saved him in that fight. So when they got back up, Decker his legs were killing him. Robbie had been chopping. When I jumped in and says, "Listen, do you just want to just call it a day?" Because Decker was limping. He'd been kicked in the face. He was getting fucking outclassed. That's why I tried to stop it. Now, I didn't like Decker in the first place. Didn't like him in the first place. My loyalties were always with Danny. But the first thing that Robbie says to me, make sure we both go home safe. Because Robbie knew he was going to do a job on him. Robbie knew he was going to do a demolition job on him. Robbie told me this before the fight. I didn't know Robbie before that fight. People saying I was pals with Robbie, he was pals. I didn't know anyone at that fight. The only person I knew was Decker. Didn't know anyone at that fight. So when I stopped that fight, listen, when Robbie was pounding his fucking skull in off the ground, Robbie says, make sure we both go on, Paul, whilst he's hitting him. And Decker couldn't move. It's like a fish out of water. It's like a fucking beached whale on his back. Didn't have a clue what to do. So that's why I jumped in and stopped it. Decker couldn't have been more thankful. He couldn't have been more thankful. Now, to come away from that fight and 2 or 3 days later and start calling me names, calling me out, calling me a cheat, calling me a liar, was fucking bang out of order. Like, he shouldn't have done that. But I left it. I didn't say anything. I did make a quiet, chilled video back to him. Because over the 3 or 4 days of him constantly mentioning my name, we kept getting fucking messages. This is when the messages started. Started calling my daughter, calling my wife, calling my oldest daughter. This is when they all started, when he started mentioning my name. Now, I didn't say it was him. I just said he's, because of him mentioning my name, he's king of dark side. That's what he is. He's the king of dark side. He's the king of that dark side of YouTube. That dark side of YouTube is all about him and his fucking seedy, dirty ways. So when it comes to it, I said to him, I want you to stop mentioning my name. That's all I said. If you want to fight, get in touch. That's all I said. And then he started making video after video after video. That's the only reason I started to reply to him. So, yeah. Monkey boy, how about some sympathy? Be the stronger man. He's been calling me a liar. He said that I was using my family as to portray a victim. You think I'm going to have sympathy for that man? Maybe I should. Listen, maybe I should have a forgiving heart. Maybe I should, but not today, pal. Definitely 100% not today. The only time I will ever forgive that man is when he faces me like a real man. It's the only time. Why is everyone scared of me? Who's scared of me? Like, who is scared of me? Because no one calls me out for a fight apart from that big dirty rat. Because it's not that I'm scared. No, it's not people scared of me. It's because I'm a decent man. It's because I'm a quiet man. I don't get involved in confrontation. I don't get involved in any fucking bullshit and garbage. I don't tell lies. I'm not fucking sweetgrassing all over here. Do you ever take a care to you that people might just like me? Do you know what I mean? Like, why would anyone need to be scared of me? I haven't had a fight in 5 years. I'm a family man. I train, I work. Like, why does anyone need to be afraid of me? So, you're talking about sympathy for a man who only feels sorry for himself. He's a narcissist. He never sees his wrongdoing. It's always somebody else's fault. It's never his fault. Ever ask yourself this? Why has he got no friends? You know what? Why? He's got no girlfriend. He's got no friends. He's always alone. Everyone that he does make friends with ends up turning on him and falling out with him. But yet it's never his fault. How does that one work? But anyway, is what it is. I do my own editing talking about him all the time. Honestly, I hate it. I hate talking about him. But obviously, I'm on here to answer questions. I'm on here to talk. And if any, and I will answer questions. If any comments that I do see, I'll try. I struggle to keep up with them. So if I do miss you, comment, just comment it again, and I'll get onto it. He's got a boyfriend, Paul, now. Scrags, bang on, mate. Bang on. Yeah, just need to stop talking about it, don't I? You know what? Listen, it's even talking about certain stuff doesn't ruin my day. Listen, I'm in an extremely good place. I'm waking up on the morning. I'm up bright and early. I'm up really early. I'm doing the necessary things to keep my mind right, to keep my heart pure. I'm doing everything I can. Reading, praying, reaching out, dropping messages. Excuse me. Everything's going well. Everything's good. Stop talking about this animal to ruin people's day. Well, it's not so much me talking about it. It's people asking me questions, and I'll always give the time of day. I'll answer any questions I can. So, yeah. That's it, Shelly. All those special messages you got about your family was done by Dodgy Dave. He's trying to set Decker up. No, I don't believe that, mate. We definitely need a mod, brother. I know, mate. I don't know how to set him up, but I'll look into it, mate. Just be reading your razzle. It'll ruin energy in the channel, bud. I'm off. Stay blessed, Paul. Take care, Scrags. Bye now. That's it, brother. Are you a Borough fan? Yes, of course I am. Exposing fighters. All right, you little sausage. Hope you're well, mate. Chelsea darts. Anyone good on as well? Ask our generation what they think of Paul. You wouldn't fight. Thank you, mate. Paul, mate. No message on inspiration, sharing your stories, recovery, keeping faith. Things can come. Yeah, good. Thank you, mate. Thank you, James. DH is only doing his mental breakdown. He doesn't go to jail when he gets home. Yeah. Did you ever think of going pro? I did get offered to go pro whilst I was at the beginning of my K1. No, it wasn't fighters. I wasn't being nasty, mate. I was just having a joke, mate. I wasn't being nasty. Hope you well, mate. I know I called you a sausage. It was just a joke, mate. It was just a joke. Have a good day, Juice Bomb. Yeah, so I did get offered a boxing contract at the beginning, but I think it was like a no-pay deal. Had to sell tickets where I was getting paid for K1, so I didn't see the point. Ask Dr. Rapport to help you out with the gym. He's an inspiration. Oh, yeah. He's got some good mods, Paul. I moderate for Danny. Ask him. I will. I'll sort it out, mate, and you can jump on it for me, Chelsea, if you don't mind. Wouldn't you fight Jake Paul? I would, but I'm about 5 stone heavier than him. Dion Shepherd, thank you. Buzzer Burrows, all the best, my man. Paul's chin's for sale. It certainly isn't, mate. It definitely isn't. No one could handle this chin. No one could handle this chin. It's too big. I will. I'll sort it out, Dodgy Dave. I'll get him on. What the morning for me is also. I'm on the best in the world. Premier League DH is Sunday League, brother. Real honest truth. Fuck you well, mate. Love your content, mate. Like watching your stuff. All good. Distilled water. It's not bottled water. It's not tap water. It's distilled. Keep away from tap water. My sister's just found out my sister's got breast cancer and I don't know what to say or do anymore. Advise me, please. Oh, wow. I don't know what to say to that, mate. Just pray, mate. I'll keep you in my prayers. You know, give it to God. Try and find a bit of peace around it. I do apologise. It's very sad news, mate. How many hours have you on your back tattoo? Oh, God. I've had loads, mate. Would you do a video on Matt Leg, Paul? Be decent? Yeah, Matt Leg's a fucking diamond of a man. Absolute pleasure to be around. What a guy. Yeah, I've done some serious hours on my back, mate. Fucking knacked. Jim King, good morning, mate. Good morning. Thank you, mate. Top bloke, Matt Leg. He is. He's a good bloke. Very down to earth. Very humble. Beast of a man. Hard as fuck. Is that the same Matt Leg that fought AJ? Yes, that's him, mate. That's him. The guy's a fucking beast, man. Do me a favour, brother. Oh shit, where is he? Wesley, do me a favour, mate. Drop us a message on Instagram, mate. If you do have Instagram, drop me a message, mate. Let's talk in private. Try not to air your shit on here, mate. Go drop me a message on Instagram. I want to jump off in 5 minutes, mate. If you want to drop me a message, mate, I'll look out for it, mate. Drop me a few messages. Just keep pinging me so I can get in touch with you, so I can see you straight away, because I do have a lot of traffic on there. I'm a swinger. You're calling people. What? Who's calling people? What are you on about? You're calling people, mate, you don't know. You'd have funny. Yeah. Get a grip, mate. You got Volk and lost Max. Oh, I hope Volk wins, you know. I really do. I want Volk to win. I really do. Oh, thanks for the gifts. Thanks for that. It means a lot. I definitely want Volk to win. 100%. That's your child. I lost my mum. Can't say it years, pal. Give her as much love and attention as she needs. That's it, mate. That's it. See, when you're going, see, when I'm going through shit like that, thank God that I have fellowship. Thank God that I have God, because when I'm going through stuff like that, I really struggle with life. I really do. But see, when life's getting hard, like for example, look, my missus was in hospital for 7 or 8 days over an hernia thing, and you know, she had a couple of complications. She was struggling like hell, and my head was fucking bouncing. I had 3 kids. I was trying to keep it together, you know, which was fucking hard work, to be fair, you know, because the woman stuff, what women do, mate, is fucking hard. You know, holding the fort together, running the show, running the house, making sure everything's clean and tidy, make sure everyone's fed. You know, massive respect to my missus, but fucking hell, I couldn't keep up, man. I couldn't keep up. It was fucking doing me head in. And then seeing her how she was, you know, really bad, and you know, she was frightened and she was getting a little bit mistreated, if I'm being honest, in there, you know. And I was trying to keep it together, and I was kicking off at the times, and my head was falling off. But I give it to God. You know, I reached out, I spoke to people. You know, I give it to God. I worked the fellowship around it. I worked my recovery around it, and I did as much positive stuff as I could to stop me from flying off that fucking, you know, stop me from falling off the wagon, and stop me from swaying and you know, and having just fucking struggling. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm falling off the wagon to use or anything like that. Just, you know, throwing a towel in and think, fuck it. You know, giving up on the housework, or telling the kids to feed them fucking selves, or, you know, ringing takeaways every night, which I did most nights, to be fair. Any chance these people want to become mods could go and get proper jobs and not sit on YouTube all day. I do have a proper job, Steve Rambo. Are you having a dig at me there? Any chance of these people wanting to become mods? What's to say that they're not at work? Watching it from work, buddy? Tim Tom, you okay, mate? I'm a swinger. Make me a mod. No, thanks, mate. Keep your chin up, brother. Keep your chin up. And if you need, like I said, mate, if you need a chat, mate, go over to me Instagram, buddy. Wayfield over the last few years. Power Fight on Cage Warriors has got some class young lads in the gym. K1's growing fast, you know. Multi and K1. They're growing fast. Yeah, that's Shotgun. Yeah, I've seen that I am a swinger all over Decker's channel. He was only the other day giving them a shout out. So yeah. See you later, kidder. Not doing their jobs if they're watching YouTube. Oh my God, Steve Rambo's a Karen. Karen, man, give up, man. Everyone likes to scarf now and again, especially for fucking half an hour to 45 minutes. I'm only doing a live for 45 minutes, if that. Come on. Some of these people are stay-at-home fathers while their partners go to work. Good shout, Dave. Good shout. Didn't realise how much gains I was leaving on the table until I trained with it. Until I trained with a bodybuilder, you need to take every set complete failure. So I do have a fitness channel on YouTube, which I need to start posting on there. And if you go and watch one of my latest videos, I did say that always till failure. Even your warm ups, you know, lightweights, warm up till failure, and as you go heavier, you climb. Always to failure. Always till failure. Rambo starts at 2 PM if that's all right with you, pal. Is that Steve Rambo's real photo? Are you up, not mate? Man, yes, brother. Latest Paul off to work. Enjoy work, mate. Boxing event, Eston Leisure Centre, 4th November. Get yourself down, Paul. Weber is boxing. Yeah, I'll do my best to get there. Latest Chelsea. Jody. I think it was you who gifted one. Jody, thank you for that, darling. I know personally what Chelsea has to do, and fuck me, he doesn't stop. Yeah. Paul, are you fiddling the dole? Nope. Why would you think that I'm fiddling the dole? A stupid fucking question. Any jiu-jitsu training at your gym, Paul? Yeah, there's loads of jiu-jitsu gym. There's loads of jiu-jitsu training. I tell you, the Kurai Academy, just a couple of doors down where I go do pads, and I still training there. Yeah, there's a few good grapplers and wrestlers in there, mate. Paul, what's your opinion on Dr. Rack? Paul, I think he's potty. He says he fought 70 men. Yeah, he's just a joke, isn't he? He's an absolute joke, is what he is. He's got like this gimmick, and where this I'm a swinger, I'm out. Goodbye. About time. Dr. Rackpole's a bit of a sausage. I don't like his content. I don't like him as a person. I think he's an absolute weirdo. So yeah, that's me. That's my opinion on him. Always going pro boxing never in pipeline for you. It was me. It was one of my friends, Paul Truscott, was a pro boxer, won the Commonwealth title. His coaches who we used to box for, we was pro with. His guys wanted me to go pro early days on the K1, but it was ticket sales only, so I didn't bother. Why is shit nice now? Nearly flipped there, you know. He did that wash up now, really. I know I'm going to jump off now. Dr. Rackpole, man child. Yeah. Morning, Ash. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that, mate. Say hello, babe. No, you have true face. Right. Paul, don't talk to your mister like that, so spark you. You wouldn't hit me, would you, babe?
Yep.
You would? Horrible, horrible. She isn't happy, you know. Philip, have the best day, mates. All the best, mate. I'm out. I'm going to watch Deck of the Sticks Tourist. Bye-bye. Oops, boss is here. Right. Paul, mate, what do you ever do on a bar cycle to dry out? I need to add a bit of test too. Paul, mate, would you? So, let me see that. Paul, mate, would you ever do on a bar only cycle to dry out? Listen, before I give my answer to this, my opinion, there's no one thing. I'm not an expert on PEDs. If you're thinking about taking any PEDs or steroids or anything like that, please go do your research. Go have a look at them, you know, and you decide what's good for you. My opinion, I'm not too keen on Anavar. I'm not too keen on any orals, to be fair, because I just think they're a lot more potent and dangerous. Yeah. No, when Paul puts a spanner on my name and I am a swinger, I'm best on the ban list. Yeah. You tell him, Chelsea, my brother. Paul's highest level in BKB is drug testing, do you know? I'm not sure, mate. Test holes water. Scrags, you know your shit, like, don't you, brother? You do know your shit. Cheers, Paul Meadows. Appreciate that, mate. Scrags, do you have Instagram or anything like that I can speak to you on? Keep away from that 50s. Oh, you're telling me. Philip, you're telling me. No, they are fucking dangerous. I know lads who's had kidney failure, fucking liver failure, pissing blood off them. I remember taking them in jail. They're a jail thing, aren't they? A lot of people get them in jail, and you see a lot of heroin addicts with no teeth in their head, but massive traps and massive shoulders off fucking off NAP 50s, Oxy 50s. I keep away from any tablets instead, to be fair. Yeah, I think orally, taking steroids orally is very potent, very poisonous. But I don't like Anavar, I don't like Oxys, I don't like Dynabol. I don't like any type of fat burners, so I just don't like anything like that. I had man in jail first time and yeah, that's when I used to take him. Granddaughter and autistic and that will tell the story. Thank you, mate. That 50s work. They do work, but they're fucking dangerous. Where's the best research about tests? Just Google it, mate. Just Google it, YouTube it. You know, Coach Greg Duchette, or Duchette, he's called, or something like that on YouTube. He talks a lot of sense around steroids. Unless you live it up, they do, mate. They do. They do. Fucker on the liver, definitely. Agree with you, mate. Test Infinite safe. That's what I take now. I'm on Test Infinite. I do 1 mil every 7 to 10 days. Well, tell a lie, I'm on Test and Mass now. 55 now on me. I'm 55 now. 1 mil of Test a week does me now. Yeah, my dad's 58. And he's does similar. A TRT. Do not up your test if needs be at a second compound. Can't be any. That's good advice, Greg. Good advice. Oh. Okay, Paul. Been a week today. My girl was buried. Been a couple. Oh, mate. So sorry to hear that, mate. More dates. YouTubers dates. I've paid even for. More place, more dates. YouTubers. Yeah. Right, guys. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna get ready for the gym myself. Need to get these biceps bigger. Oh. Buys and tries today, boys and girls. Buys and tries. Let's go. Let's go. Right. Take care, guys. God bless.